Y'all, welcome to Steph and Co. Today I'm making shrimp and grits Cajun style. So I started with some uncooked frozen shrimp. You can use fresh, absolutely. This is just what I had on hand. So I thawed it in cold water, make sure it's cold, and you're gonna then take it out and pat it dry and put it to the side. Next, I'm gonna cut up my andouille sausage. I used about half of this package, and you can use any brand that you want, really. Make sure you wash your produce, okay? You rinse and scrub it. I am going to dice up my red and green bell pepper. I'm only using about half of each bell pepper as well as a quarter of an onion. I'm using a red onion in this video. You can use whatever you want, okay? But you can use any color of pepper. Just remember they have different levels of sweetness and heat, okay? So we're going to now get our pans ready and we're going to turn on our stove tops and heat up some olive oil. Once that olive oil has gotten nice and hot, you're going to go ahead and put your pepper and onion mixture into the pot. Don't be messy like me, okay? Spilling it everywhere. This is why I'm not a chef. So once you have all of your peppers into your pan, you're going to add your minced garlic. I know, look at me using jarred minced garlic. It's quarantine, guys, okay? But Ina would be mad. You're going to use about 2 teaspoons of the minced garlic, and you're going to cook all of that together until it's nice and fragrant and soft. Now, make sure that you're not cooking it too long, okay? You don't want it to be like super duper overcooked and too soft. You're going to cook it until it's nice and soft. And while it's cooking down and once it's softened a little bit, you're actually going to add in your andouille sausage. So go ahead, put that andouille sausage in the pan and just kind of mix everything together. Get it all nice and delicious. And then you're going to add in about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 cup of chicken broth. You're going to take that broth and you're going to put it in the pan with the pepper and sausage mixture. Once that is coming to a bubble and it's coming together, you're going to add those scrimps. I'm just kidding. You're going to add the shrimp that you already had patted dry and you put to the side. Look at me just dropping it in there, dropping like flies. So you're going to cook those shrimp until they are pink and plump. Okay? You like that pink and plump? Is that alliteration? I don't know. Anyway, you're going to cook that and then you're going to season it. Okay? You're going to add yourself a little bit of salt, probably a pinch. I'd say maybe about a teaspoon of salt and some pepper. And depending on the heat level you want, is going to depend on how much cayenne pepper you use. I like it a little spicy. Now, because I don't like the liquid in my shrimp mixture to be too runny, I add just a little bit, maybe a half a teaspoon to a whole teaspoon of cornstarch. I promise you it's not going to make it all thick and nasty. It's just going to make it so that it's not so watery and runny. Really, really good. You're going to make sure you mix that up really nice. And we're going to move on to our grits. Now, these grits are so amazing. Like, they make you want to slap yo mama. Okay, sorry, mom. You're going to use about 1 cup of whole milk, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and 1 cup of chicken broth. When I tell you they are so good, you will never make grits the same again. And this comes from a girl who usually only eats her grits with sugar. Okay? Yes, I eat grits with sugar. Don't judge me. So you're going to heat up your pot and you're going to add that mixture of the milk, cream, and broth. And once it starts to boil, you're going to add half a cup of your grits. Now, I'm using the regular old-fashioned grits. I've done this with the 5-minute grits or whatever it's called, and it's come out the same. The key is making sure that you pay attention. Don't walk away from this, guys, okay? You do not want lumpy grits. You're going to stir it. You don't have to stay over top of it stirring it. And trust me, you don't want to get popped because that's painful. But you're going to stir it, and you'll notice that it's starting to thicken up. You see that? It's almost done there. But stir, stir, stir. And then you're going to turn the heat off and you're going to add just a pinch, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, about half a teaspoon, maybe a full teaspoon of salt. Look at me. That looks so pretty when it sprinkles like that. And you're going to mix it all up. Remember, Make sure your stove is off. You do not want to have burnt grits on the bottom of your pan. It's not fun to clean. So once I am done seasoning this with the salt and pepper, I'm going to add in a little bit of butter. Now, this butter was a little bit slippery. Did not want to break up for me, but it's 1 teaspoon of butter. I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of butter that you're going to put in there, and you're going to just mix it up and get your grits nice and buttery. So once you mix that, you're going to add in your cheddar cheese. Now, I'm using sharp cheddar cheese, and you should only be using about 1/4 cup. I will tell you that I used a little bit too much. It still turned out good, but you don't want your grits to be overly cheesy. So you're going to mix that cheese in there. And when I tell you, oh my goodness, I never want to eat grits any other way. These grits are better than your grandmama's. Yes, I said it, honey. Okay. This whole recipe was adapted from a tasty recipe. And Uncle Pooh, I thank you. I'm actually going to include that in the link below if I can find it. Hey, want my pajamas? So this is the finished product. It's so yummy. I got to take that first bite. Ready? Yes, so delicious. Enjoy, you guys. Putting it everywhere. This is why I'm not a chef. So once you have all of your peppers into your pan, you're going to add your minced garlic. I know, look at me using jarred minced garlic. It's quarantine, guys, okay? But Ina would be mad. You're going to use about 2 teaspoons of the minced garlic, and you're going to cook all of that together until it's nice and fragrant.